It's Black Sun again. Thanks for coming to Crystal Delphia. Ye that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say to the Church of Philadelphia. The Church of Philadelphia represents the third eye chakra, or the first eye. Seeing eye. You understand that in Genesis chapter 32, Jacob or Yaqub wrestled with God in the land of pineal, or the pineal gland. According to their Bible. Know this, people. There are many sutras, scriptures, words that were inspired by God or the gods. Many scrolls. If you ever dug into some old kung fu movies and different Chinese kung fu flicks, you will see that these people who were trained of all different types of martial arts would pull their swords out and go to war brutally over a scroll. You know what I mean? Why is man obsessed with these scrolls, which we call scriptures, whatever you want to call the Metu Neter, the Metu Necha, or the words of God? Notice that the scriptures are written on the heart of man. And that's every scripture. I don't care if you're talking about the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, the any type of Buddhist sutra, whatever type of scripture that you believe in, whatever the case may be, making this a universal message. Those scriptures are written on the heart of man, because I say this to you, that is a degree within itself, within martial arts or whatever you might be training in. The degree when that old wise teacher with the gray hair that was trying to tell you from the beginning to become it, whatever the case may be. So when you become the book, for those who've been reading books for a long time, when you become the scriptures, when you realize that the scriptures are written on the heart chakra, and when you are able to tap into that green light energy and unveil the mysteries of I and I self, then we are stepping into the doors of enlightenment. Because using the Bible, or even their Bible, what's that? Still Pulse. Remember Still Pulse? This here version ain't no King James version. Just had to make sure you was paying attention. But anyway, you gotta laugh and have fun, man. But anyway, back to the subject. Even according to their version, or their Bible even itself is on when you get to a esoteric level of looking at it, and not from more of a orthodox or literal way of looking at it. then you would start to see that even the Bible itself is a it's a book that is a story of the soul being personified. And whose soul are we talking about? Excuse that little bug that just crawled across my video like that. That's so disrespectful. But it's cool. He was, I guess, meant to be. Might be some being from another dimension. Whatever. They come in all types of ways. But that was a disrespectful one. But anyway. Almost made me lose my train of thought. But listen, we're still in tune. The scriptures, or the Metru Neter for the people who are into the Kemetic studies or whatever, the words are written on the heart. Seen? So for all my Rasta brothers and sisters, all of those exterior things, like the locks and whatever, these are meaningless if your heart does not have locks. It's about the locks on your heart, not the locks on your head. So all of these symbols and the symbolism that we carry within our culture and within our swag and then the things that we do, you know what I mean? We must know that these stories throughout the cultures are stories of the soul being personified. And when you personify something, what does that mean? You take something and you turn it into people. Or when you zoomorphify something is when you take something from a higher understanding and you turn it into animals. This is how we teach children. See, we teach children by taking a deep concept and making it into a cartoon. We are children. Don't think that you're grown. Because I come smacky with the truth. I'm just playing, man. I say things sometimes just to make sure that you are paying attention because I don't want to bore you. You know what I mean? So I got to real fast make sure you're still paying attention. Now, so when you personify something, like people talk about the sun being personified into certain deities and other things, the soul itself has been personified as well in many different cultures and through colonization and through our brainwash experiment that we've been in for quite some time. We lost the awareness of the fact that these original concepts of the divine were in the beginning personifications of our own souls. We have fell for the deception of what they call the demiurge. See? But now, know this. There is good news. I know a lot of people love to bombard you with a bunch of more reasons that the earth is fucked up, people are fucked up, the planet is fucked up, and everything is fucked up. Black people have been under slavery and we've been oppressed, and this, that, and the fourth, and then give you some more fear. See? I'm not here to give you fear. There is nothing to fear no more because those who are waiting for Babylon to fall realize that it already fell. when you understand that Babylon already fell, there's really nothing to fear. The illusion or the trick, and this is not magic. This is more like you know how you got real magic, and then you got those cats that like disappear and pull bunnies. Those are illusionists. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between a magician and an illusionist. So these illusionists, not Illuminati, I say illusionists. I'm not talking about what these guys are talking about. See, the illusion is that Babylon has already fell, and the trick is keeping us all collectively trapped in this third dimension by what we call collective consciousness, not our own little individual egos and who we think we are, little consciousness, but on the more collective tip, in our collective journey and not the personal journey. See, but we're gonna get into that in another reasoning session. But we are being tricked by the collective mind, by illusionists who are constantly pulling illusions on us to collectively make us think that we're still in third dimension. Because, once again, the devil can only rule or reign in third dimension. So in order for the devil to keep his power, he has to trick people into thinking at this time that we still are in third dimension. The good news is that we are not in third dimension anymore, in a sense, but in another sense we are, because we are all collectively agreeing on all of this nonsense. And because of this collective agreement that we keep making certain things manifest. So they perpetuate propaganda to make you keep making their propaganda manifest from the power of your mind. See? Because we are all connected in some type of way. They did so many tests on this collective consciousness theory, or whatever you want to call it, unified, whatever field, or unified, whatever theory. They still trying to find out terminologies for these things that our ancestors been knew. But know this. These stories are personifications of the true self and the true you and the etheric you, not who you think you are. Even me, I'm not who I think I am sometimes. I know who my ego is, and I know the true self. See? You know, sometimes things come from me, sometimes things come through me. You know, so we, like I say again, are all etheric beings having a human experience. Ask Rastaman if I'm trying to kick knowledge. No, but I'm showing you some things that you can apply. See, everyone's kicking knowledge at this time. Everyone's deep. Everyone's dropping metaphysical, more science, and when you get to the highest degrees, you realize it really ain't that deep. You are now in tune on the wonder force itself at this time.